I've recently had hi. I forgot to start off with hello. I've recently had like an empathic experience that gave me insight on the importance of being of sound mind. In my childhood, I've been through a lot of emotional abuse, and I've recently gained some insight on how people who are more susceptible to it, are more susceptible to falling for that kind of trap. I knew someone who wasn't doing so well, and last night I had like I had a moment in their shoes, to walk in their energy. My perception of time was definitely thrown off. Like I was like I'm sober, like you know. So it was really interesting to have that sober experience with someone who was feeling or enduring the effects of these sorts of vices and whatnot. Being having a sense of hypervigilance, self-doubt as well. But it made a lot of sense because I was seeing a lot of bees and flies, and that is a sign that the demon Beelzebub is near. Okay, and he's associated with vices such as, you know, substance abuse and just like codependency when it comes to emotional fulfillment. I've experienced his presence when there are people around who are using. Heavy in homeless shelters as well, except it was more so of wasps, meaning the energy was really heavy. Smelling feces as well, anything that is rotting. The way I experienced this person's energy was through sugar, which is a vice within itself. These things definitely have a hold on a person's free will, and that is that is a really thick glass ceiling. With tint, if you will. It was bad enough to be on the outside watching people like this deteriorate. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be a substance. It can also be a person. It can be the same thing as going back to an ex, feeling that they are the only person who can help you through emotional turmoil, or that can make you feel whole or complete. And it's the same thing. Sometimes people go to extreme lengths to get that person or to have that said thing, which ties into my love spell experience, where I latched on to this person who seemed like a safe space. And it's the I felt like it was the only way to get to, like I said, feel whole. This person presented themselves as to be the missing piece when it wasn't. You know, I can have these blissful experiences without the heaviness of chasing or chaining myself to that person. Love within itself is also a drug. But to have those constant reminders that I'm never alone, really, and that can be unsettling for some people when they see that it seems to them on the outside that I am, but I'm experiencing something that they have never experienced or too scared to experience. Having that support has definitely helps me get out of situations where I was being suppressed or silenced or emotionally manipulated. And I will say that, like, with these changes, without these sorts of people in my life, I felt way better. I felt more empowered. And I know with substances, it's not as easy as it is with people. But yeah. if you are going through this, or any sort of addiction, whether that's any of the aforementioned, I hope you do release it, and I hope it gets better, because releasing toxic behaviors does transform you. And nothing and nobody will have power over you, because there's nothing that they can use against you to make you question yourself. Right. Alright. That's all I have for today. It's a crisp day indeed. I'm gonna go warm myself up, but my socials are in the description box below. Please like, share, and subscribe for me, my loves, to join my herd. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys Tuesday. Bye.